representatives from member states, regional institutions, expert or experts from Bastel. I see Mr. Evans. Do you have a colleague with you?
I have two colleagues with me.
Okay, so
Stand up.
yes, okay, very appreciated. Thank you. So experts from Bastel, representatives from directorates of the Caricom Secretariat. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. It's a distinct honor and pleasure for me to welcome you to the Secretariat. Some of you, I think, are here for the very first time, and it might also be the first time in Guyana. And a special welcome to this workshop. I also thank you for your presence here over the next, including today, 3 days. I know that everyone has, especially currently with the financial crisis and so on, very hectic agendas and very busy schedules. But your participation signals your commitment to being a member of the Caricom Results-Based Management Leadership Group, and I look forward to this continued commitment. As you would appreciate, the development, implementation, and sustainability of the Caricom RBM system is a necessary and timely initiative as the community continues to advance the regional integration process. Rightly entitled, Promoting the Principles of Managing for Development Results, Furthering the Regional Integration Process, the Caricom RBM system is expected to institute a paradigm shift in the way we work as a community. From your vantage working in your respective agencies and ministries, I am sure you will agree that the multitude of work is being undertaken across the community at both national and regional levels, and some excellent outputs are being produced. Notwithstanding, there is still much more to be achieved if we as a community are to advance the regional development agenda and ground our region as equal partners in the global economy. Reason why we ask member states to have their planning and development ministries represented. Our main shortfall in the way we work as a community is the issue of not working in a focused and coordinated manner to achieve our desired results. Consequently, the community suffers from what has been labeled as an implementation deficit. It was in response to this implementation deficit that the Strategic Plan for the Caribbean Community 2015-2019, Turning Around Caricom, was conceived. The strategic plan identifies a number of priorities with accompanying outcomes which the community must achieve by 2019. For those of you who are not familiar with the strategic plan, it's on the website, Mr. Beresford. I would like to urge you, please, to get a copy and to go through it. It's very important. Last week I was in a meeting and I was a bit surprised that within the community, at even higher levels, our own people are not aware of the content of the strategic plan. Okay? So if we are not aware of what's in there, we will not be able to work. It's very important to have it. So unfortunately, if we continue to work as we currently do in a business as usual fashion, we will not achieve the outcomes of our strategic plan. But we will also face gaps at the national level. Regional developments will not be streamlined, taking into account what is happening at the national level, vice versa. Our work as implementing partners, for example, the Secretariat member states and regional institutions, need to be more focused on achieving the results and outcomes of the strategic plan. It is in our efforts to focus our work more on achieving the desired results that the Caricom Secretariat, with funding from the CDB, has embarked on the development, implementation, and sustainability of the Caricom RBM system. As mentioned before, the Caricom RBM system will affect a paradigm shift in the way we work and will institute a shift from focusing on individual activities on the results we are trying to achieve. This new approach, which is used by a number of international development partners, takes a collaborative approach and will help to improve project and program design, planning, management, effectiveness, monitoring, reporting, transparency, and accountability. The success of the Caricom RBM system depends in a large measure on all three implementing partners. And this is why your role as members of the RBM leadership group is critical in that process. I should not say your role, I should say our role, including mine. So we have the shared responsibility. In this regard, I am convinced that you understand the integral role of the leadership group in the development, implementation, and sustainability of the Caricom RBM system, including serving as the focal point or forum for institutionalizing RBM in Caricom, coordinating RBM and M&E system development and implementation among the wide range of stakeholders in Caricom, advising on and advocate for improved RBM use and M&E of the Strategic Plan 2015-2019, serving as internal mentors, coaches, and RBM implementation champions post-project, having acted as counterparts to and learned from the team from the consulting firm, Bastel. Facilitating and conducive environment for effective communication and dialogue among several stakeholders in order to strengthen their relationships, build trust, promote consensus building, and engage collectively in actions leading to organizational improvement. Catalyzing joint learning and knowledge generation to promote the sharing and use of evidence-based informed data across the community, and strengthening organizational capabilities to achieve higher performance. In short, within this context, it means that you are agents of change, you are the pioneers, you are innovators, advocates, and of course, as the name of the group suggests, you are the leaders. The region, the community, the secretariat depends on you. So if we fail, if one of us fail, we do not do what we need to do in our member state, or we're not doing what we need to do in our regional institution, it means all of us have failed. We in this together. And don't forget, we will not get another funding from the CDB in other areas if we don't use the money properly, which means if we don't achieve results. That is also very important. The RBM system will be instituted at the Secretariat, and it is our hope that in the not too distant future, RBM will become the modus operandi for every member state and every regional institution in the community. In the meantime, we anticipate that you, with the experience and knowledge gathered throughout this process, will serve to advocate for wider institutionalization of RBM in your respective agencies and across the community. The Caricom RBM system will do just that in addition to changing the way we plan and design our work. Looking at the very eventful agenda for the next 3 days, I see in addition to understanding RBM, a substantial amount of time has been dedicated to monitoring for results and development of the performance measurement framework. The performance measurement framework, I think it's called PMF, will be developed for the community in the form of a community scorecard, which will require the development of community indicators owned by all implementing partners. Your experience, knowledge, and expertise will be of immense value in that process as we aim to develop specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART indicators that are applicable to all implementing partners and achievement of the outcomes and results of the community strategic plan. This will require a vigorous system of data collection, and recognizing our limited data collection mechanisms in the community, your deliberations, I am sure, will explore possible mechanisms to overcome this challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very important role to play in the successful implementation and sustainability of the Caricom RBM system, and I implore you to be steadfast in executing this role and take advantage of every opportunity to transfer the knowledge you have gained from this process and to promote and advocate for the adoption of RBM in your respective agencies and in your respective member states.